Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about something that most traders never think about. There are 5 levels in trading, and almost nobody reaches the last one. Not because they are not intelligent, not because they do not have access to information, but because they never truly evolve. Many traders stay stuck at the same level for years. They watch more videos, they try new strategies, they add more indicators, but their results never really change. Trading is not only about making money, it is about becoming a different kind of trader. Each level requires a new mindset, a new level of discipline, a new identity. You cannot trade like a level 1 trader and expect level 5 results. In this video, I will break down the 5 levels of a trader. By the end, you will clearly know where you stand, and more importantly, what is keeping you stuck. Let's start at the beginning. Level 1, the beginner. At level 1, trading feels exciting. Everything is new, every candle looks like an opportunity, and every small win feels like proof that you have figured it out. But in reality, level 1 is survival mode. The beginner focuses on money, not on process. They enter trades without a clear plan. They move their stop loss. They risk too much. And when they lose, they blame the market, or the news, or manipulation. Emotion controls every decision. Fear makes them close trades too early. Greed makes them hold too long. And hope keeps them stuck in losing positions. At this level, trading is reactive. There is no structure, no real risk management, no consistency. The market feels random because the trader has no framework. Most people quit at this level. They decide that trading is a scam or that it is impossible. But the truth is simple. They never moved past survival mode. Level 1 is not about skill, it is about awareness. And the first step to evolving is accepting that you are still here. Level 2, the confused trader. At this level, the trader no longer feels like a complete beginner. They have learned some terminology. They understand support and resistance. They know what risk management is. But something is still missing. Level 2 is where information becomes overwhelming. The trader watches many videos, follows many mentors, tests many strategies. One week it is breakouts. The next week it is supply and demand. Then it is indicators. Then it is smart money concepts. Every strategy looks powerful. Every system seems to work until it does not. So they switch again. This is the cycle of confusion. The problem at level 2 is not effort. It is direction. There is too much input and not enough depth. The trader mistakes activity for progress. They believe that learning more will fix everything. But real growth does not come from adding more tools. It comes from mastering fewer tools. At this level, the trader is stuck in analysis paralysis. They hesitate, they overthink, they miss good trades. And when they finally enter, it is usually too late. Level 2 feels productive, but it is still unstable. The trader is searching, not building. To move to the next level, one thing must change. They must stop collecting strategies and start committing to one. Now let's talk about level 3. This is where things become dangerous. Level 3, the chaser. This is the most dangerous level in trading. Because at level 3, the trader finally sees some success. They are no longer confused. They have chosen a strategy. They understand structure. They recognize breakouts. And sometimes they make very good money. But there is a problem. Emotion is still in control. At this level, the trader chases movement. They see a strong candle. They feel the urgency. They enter late. They enter big. They do not want to miss the move. FOMO becomes the silent driver. When the market explodes, they jump in. When the market pulls back, they panic. Wins feel powerful. Losses feel personal. Level 3 traders often have big green days and big red days. There is progress, but there is no stability. They are addicted to action. They feel uncomfortable waiting. They want excitement. They want momentum. They want confirmation from price moving fast. But professional trading is not about excitement. It is about positioning. At level 3, the trader reacts to candles. At higher levels, the trader anticipates behavior. this level is dangerous because it feels advanced, but it is still emotional, and until emotion becomes controlled, consistency remains impossible. Now we move to level 4. This is where discipline begins to separate traders. Level 4. The structured trader. At level 4, everything slows down. The trader no longer feels the need to trade every move. They wait, they observe, they plan. This is where risk management becomes serious. Position size is calculated. Stop loss is respected. Targets are predefined. There is a clear system, a clear framework, a clear routine. The trader understands market structure. They know where liquidity sits. They understand patience. They can sit through pullbacks without panic. They can accept a loss without emotional collapse. Level 4 traders do not chase candles. They wait for confirmation. They trade less. But they trade better. The equity curve becomes smoother. The big emotional swings disappear. But something is still missing. Even at this level, there can still be attachment. Attachment to being right. Attachment to outcomes. Attachment to performance. Level 4 is disciplined, but level 5 is detached. And that difference changes everything. Level 5. The sniper. Level 5 is quiet. There is no excitement, no rush, no need to prove anything. At this level, trading becomes simple, not easy, but simple. The level 5 trader thinks in probabilities, not in predictions. They do not need to trade every day. They do not need action. They wait for alignment. They wait for location. They wait for edge. And if the setup is not there, they do nothing. There is no fear of missing out, because they understand that opportunities are endless. Capital is protected first, always. Losses are small, wins are planned, and outcomes do not change their emotional state. At this level, the trader is detached. Detached from the money, detached from the last trade, detached from being right. They focus only on execution. They understand liquidity. They understand positioning. They understand that the market rewards patience. Level 5 is not about intelligence. It is about identity. It is about becoming the kind of trader who does not need excitement to feel productive. Most traders never reach this level, not because it is impossible, but because it requires letting go of ego, letting go of impulsiveness, letting go of the need to trade. And that is harder than learning any strategy. Now let me ask you something important. Which level are you truly operating at right now? Be honest with yourself, because the moment you identify your level is the moment you can start climbing. Understanding your level is powerful, but awareness alone changes nothing. Progress in trading is not automatic. You do not wake up one day at level 5. You build your way there, slowly, intentionally. Level 1 becomes level 2 when you take responsibility. Level 2 becomes level 3 when you commit to one system. Level 3 becomes level 4 when you control your emotions. Level 4 becomes level 5 when you detach from outcomes. The climb is not about learning more. It is about removing what holds you back, removing ego, removing impulsiveness, removing the need for constant action. Most traders stay stuck because they focus on strategies, but the real upgrade is internal. It is discipline, it is patience, it is identity. The market rewards the trader you become, not the strategy you copy. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you see your level more clearly, make sure to subscribe. And if you are serious about climbing higher, stay consistent. I will see you in the next one.